EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. For the right to take a trip to Las Vegas for a star-studded Super Bowl 58. We are underway here in the AFC Championship game. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl T-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing is Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Walker now on 1st and 10. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, here we go. I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Hey, can.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Oh, his first throw of this playoff matchup is intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large. Continues because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Burrow will throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On gain of 19 yards. First down, Bengals.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Burrow now off the bootleg. That's going to be caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Mixon is going backwards here. All the way back to the 5-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football.
Here we go.
But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 14.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Ravens take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. And we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line. They got 29 yards that time.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Fights forward at the 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Miles Murphy able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
On 2nd down, it's Walker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They throw it out right complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay from 3 yards out. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 37.
And in the run-up to this championship game, so much was made about how would this offense hold up on the road in a hostile environment. Well, that's not the definitive answer, but what a great first answer from them, that big play right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football, so instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here we go.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Jackson to throw. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
Finally, this defense makes a stand. They've given up touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but here they said, we've got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Gotta go.
He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 42 yards. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Now an option play on second down. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's 3rd and 9.
13. Report.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
To Joe Mixon. An 8-yard gain brings up second down.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw here. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They certainly thought an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 23. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a 2nd and 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down on what will be the the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Eml McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting? He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
But he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Burrow on play action. And that one too wide and incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Eml McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Walker with another carry. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
But partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Give to Walker on the read option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hey, report! Report! Touch!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Jackson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best.
Exactly.
Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Trenton Simpson, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
12.
Mixing up the middle. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this AFC title game.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
11,
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker now for the extra point. And and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Burrow. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
23 yards, the final tally.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
11. Stop.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here we go.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Burrow. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to sort one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
No, we changed it.
To throw is Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
No, we changed it.
They go play action now. Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jackson now. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it. as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a two-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
David Ajabo, credit him there. He fired across the line and planted him for a loss on the play.
Gun.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Here we go.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
11 MT. Hey.
Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity.
Here we go.
From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Gotta go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
11.
On third down, Mixon. And he will have the Bengals first down, and it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. 122 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.